It's time. We're going live. I'm in two places this morning, so I hope you're tuned in, whichever side you're tuned into, Instagram or YouTube. I'm so grateful that you're here. Happy Sunday. Hashtag Life by Design. It's NICOA, and I am hoping you have your coffee to join me. Coffee with NICOA. I'm actually here using my Tiffany and Company cup that a friend of ours gave us for our wedding gift. We're going to talk about getting what you want. And I don't know how many of you have ever actually really wanted to get a Tiffany box, like to get the blue box. And it didn't have to necessarily have a wedding ring in it or an engagement ring in it, but just that beautiful blue box. It's really important to think about how branding works and how people begin to covet such things. Just seeing the color blue, for those of us who happen to be interested in Tiffany, Tiffany and Co., you recognize it, right? And I'm bringing this up because it's funny. I used to, when I was younger, I want to get a blue box. I want a blue box. And what I did was I believed I would get a blue box one day. And I did. I got a blue box at my first wedding. I got a blue box at my second wedding. So I'm not saying you have to get married to get a Tiffany and Co. box. But what we're talking about today is, how do you get what you want? I always knew I would get that blue box. And that's what we're going to talk about today. What are you doing today that is attracting exactly what you want? I was talking to a friend this week who is completely miserable in her job. And she's like, I hate this job. And I can't wait to change it. I can't wait to get on with my life. I can't wait to do something different. And I'm like, then don't wait. And I'm not telling you to go quit your job. And it's exactly what I said to her. But I am telling her that where she spends her energy and focus is going to actually prevent what she craves from coming to her. So here are the tips for today. The very first tip is to accept where you are. Accept where you are. I don't want to accept where I am, NICOA. I don't like it. I don't want to accept where I am. I don't have the partner I want. I don't have the job I want. I don't have the money I want. So I have to really work hard, and I have to go figure out how to get what I want, or I'm just going to be the victim to it. Oh, well, I wish I had those things. No. The most critical thing you can do is begin to observe that story you're telling. So if you don't accept where you are, then you are spending all of your energy focused on what you do not want. Okay, so if you're telling stories all the time, like, well, I really hate this job, you're literally preventing yourself from moving towards what you do love and what you do anticipate and create with your thoughts, which is the key here, is anticipating exactly what you want. If you've never really spent the time thinking and embodying what it would feel like to get what you want, you're never going to get it. Your deepest heart's desires, what you truly want, comes a lot faster when you accept where you are. So we're going to talk about acceptance. We're going to talk about anticipating. And then I'll come up with another A, adamant focus on what you want. So it's really critical. If we should just have like a collection of photos of me going like this, like a whole gallery, a montage of NICOA saying, be the observer of you. And I love you guys, because some of you actually have sent me pictures of you doing this. So send me some photos when you're thinking about you, when you're observing you. Why do I complain all the time? Where am I spending my energy and focus? If you don't like what you want, stop thinking about that part of it. You've got to stop. So I love listening to Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks. You can go Google her. She channels and she gets information about really shifting your energy and shifting your vibration so you can create the life you desire. And one person came to her and said, she was like, so I am really excited about manifesting money and getting everything I want. And I'm just so ready to get out of this icky job I'm in. And Esther interrupts her and says, no, stop. And I'm listening carefully. And she says, as long as you are continuing to have an energetic vibration of the icky job, I hate this job, then you cannot get yourself to that next level. So listen to me very carefully. As long as you continue to become consumed with what you hate and constantly talking about it and complaining about it, and it could be subtle for you. It depends on where you are in this endeavor. So you're all evolving like this. And every layer of this evolution, you become a little bit more astute and aware, and then you get triggered again. And that's okay. It's in that triggering that we go like this, right? And in that triggering, you go, man, I'm so miserable. I can't stand it that this person's acting this way, or I don't have enough for this. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, right. All right. All right. What do I want? Well, what I really want is to feel this way. And I'm going to use the word feeling because until you step into the feeling of what it would be like to have what you want, I mean, believe me, that's exact opposite of the icky job, right? That's the exact opposite of these people are driving me insane. If I wasn't putting my energy and focus on that, and I only put my energy and focus into, well, how will it feel when I am drinking out of the Tiffany and Co. cup? Oh, it'll feel so fancy. How will it feel when I love myself so much that people just want to spend time with me and I don't even have to go looking for people to spend time with? Hmm. How will it feel when I get that promotion? Oh, and when you spend time anticipating and feeling that, guess what? You are you're just a beacon of energy sending out that request to the universe and it's just pulling it back in like a magnet. I promise you, if you haven't ever done a vision board, oh my God, it's so much fun. And yes, we all have these subconscious blocks that prevent us from allowing ourselves to feel enough, allowing ourselves to give ourselves permission to say, well, am I allowed to dream that? Do the work on that. Do the work on that. That's what this is. Oh, why do I feel that? Do I not feel like I deserve that? You are enough. You deserve whatever you want. But the trick is you got to participate in this. You can't just sit there and say, well, I'm not good enough, or I don't know how, or I wish. You got to figure it out because guess what? You are good enough. You do know how and you can figure it out. But it must first and foremost be the acceptance of where you are. Doesn't mean you agree with it. Just accept it is what it is. Don't blame yourself for the past thoughts because, yeah, they got you here. But now you know. Now you have the power to say, I accept where I am. I'm going to dream and anticipate what I want. And I'm going to be so adamant and amazingly conscious of focusing on just that. And when the fear and the uncertainty and doubt pops in, I'll go, oh, I'm going to move you way over there. I see you. That's our old way. But now I'm anticipating and practicing embodying that feeling of abundance. Believe me, I've sat right there on this deck, and I cried in that corner years ago with my coach on the phone. And I cried and I was miserable and I didn't like where I was and I didn't want what I had and I wanted something different. And I said through my tears, I just want the magic. I just want to believe that I can manifest everything I want. And then she said, okay, choose to believe it. Choose to believe it. And she was right. I send you off today to choose to believe it because you are enough and you can figure this out and attract anything you want. Accept where you are, anticipate what you want, and be adamant about feeling that way now. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.